Dear students, good day. Let us start our session with Geography, Unit 1, Lithosphere 1, Endogenetic Processes. In this session, we are going to learn about spheres of the Earth, internal structure of the Earth, rock types and its cycle, internal processes of the Earth, earthquakes and volcanoes. Introduction. The Earth is a unique planet of the solar system. The Earth is composed of four spheres, namely the lithosphere, the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, and the biosphere. The Earth can physically be described as a ball of rock, the lithosphere, partly covered by water, the hydrosphere, and wrapped in an envelope of air, the atmosphere. To these three physical zones, it is convenient to add a biological zone which includes all the living organisms, the biosphere. Spheres of the Earth. Earth's surface is a vast area of 510 million square kilometers, where four spheres of the Earth interact. The abiotic spheres are the lithosphere, atmosphere, and hydrosphere. The biotic sphere is the biosphere. Together, these spheres constitute the planet Earth. Lithosphere. The lithosphere is a solid outer part of the Earth. Atmosphere. The atmosphere is a thin layer of gases that surrounds the Earth. Hydrosphere. The hydrosphere is a watery part of the Earth's surface, including oceans, rivers, lakes, and water vapor. Biosphere. The biosphere is a layer of Earth where life exists. Structure of the Earth. The outer surface and inner core of the Earth are totally different in their nature and structure. The structure of the Earth's interior is divided into three layers, namely the crust, the mantle, and the core. Crust. Crust is the outer layer of the Earth where we live. It is the skin of our Earth, which ranges between 5 to 30 kilometers. It is a solid and rigid layer of the Earth. The thickness of the crust is greater below the continents than the ocean floor. The crust is classified as continental crust and oceanic crust. The major elements of crust Cl are silica and aluminium, and Sigma, silica and magnesium. Mantle. The interior part beneath the crust is called mantle, which is about 2900 km thick. The major elements of the mantle are silica and magnesium, and hence it is also termed as Sigma. In the upper part of the mantle, the rock remains solid, where areas in the lower part of the mantle, rocks are in molten form. This molten rock inside the earth is called magma. Core. The core is the innermost and hottest layer of the earth which lies below the mantle. It is composed mainly of nickel and iron, hence it is called NiFe. The core is divided into solid inner core and liquid outer core. The presence of large quantities of iron in the core is responsible for the Earth's gravitational force. As the Earth rotates on its axis, the liquid outer core spins over the solid inner core and generates the Earth's magnetic field. This is responsible for the functioning of the magnetic compass. Due to high pressure, the materials in the inner core are unable to move and hence remain solid. Rocks. The crust is a storehouse of rocks. An aggregate of minerals on the Earth's crust is called rock. It may be hard and compact like granite or soft as clay or loose as sand. Types of rocks. Based on formation, rocks are classified as igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. Igneous rock. The word igneous is derived from the Latin word ignis, meaning fire. The interior of the earth contains very hot molten material called magma. When the magma reaches the earth's surface, it refers to as lava. The lava on the surface cools down and gets solidified as rocks called igneous rocks. For example, granite. Igneous rocks are also called primary or mother rocks because all other rocks are directly or indirectly formed from them. Sedimentary rocks. These sedimentary rocks are named after the Latin word sediment, meaning settle. Rivers, glaciers, and winds carry bits of rock and soil and deposit them in layers. After a few million years, these deposits harden into compact rocks and are called sedimentary rocks. The bodies of plants and animals that fall on the deposits get embedded in the layers and form fossils. For example, limestone, coal. Metamorphic rocks. The term metamorphic means change of form. When igneous or sedimentary rocks are subjected to extreme heat and pressure, they undergo a complete change in their form and character. For example, in course of time, limestone may be transformed to marble. Rock cycle. The rock cycle is a continuous process through which igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks are transformed from one form to another. Geomorphic processes. The force that act from the Earth's interior towards the Earth's surface are called internal processes or endogenetic processes. These forces build the landscape and create topographic relief. The forces that act on the surface of the earth due to natural agents like running water, glacier, wind, waves, etc. are called external processes or exogenetic processes. These external processes tear the landscape down into relatively low elevated plains and shapes the landform created by endogenetic process. Internal processes. The internal processes generate heat and eject materials from deep below the Earth's crust. Internal radioactivity is the principal source of power for this process. Plate tectonics. The lithosphere is divided into a number of huge slabs of rocks called tectonic plates. These tectonic plates are divided into the major and minor plates. These plates float independently over the mantle. Collisions of these plates produce mountain ranges and other irregular surface features both on the land and the ocean floor. This occurrence is called plate tectonics. The movement of tectonic plates is due to thermal energy from the mantle. Now we have a better understanding about the plate movements and its relation to earthquake and volcanic activities. Types of plate boundaries. There are three types: convergent boundary, divergent boundary, and transform boundary. Convergent boundary. Here the plate moves toward each other and sometimes a plate sink under another. The location where the sinking of a plate occurs is called a subduction zone. Divergent boundary. Here the plates pull away from each other as magma pulls up from the mantle. Transform boundary or conservative boundary. Here the plates slide horizontally past each other. Movements of continental plates. Due to lateral compressional forces, the plates are forced to move upwards and downwards. This is called folding. Mountains formed by folding are called fold mountains. The process of folding creates lofty mountain ranges such as Himalayas. According to plate tectonics, the plates are in constant motion with an average rate of few centimeters per year. The movement might seem slow, but over millions of years, the plates and the continents riding on them move a long way. Earthquakes. Earthquakes are generally caused by the sudden vibrations in the earth crust, which spreads outward in all the directions as waves from the source of disturbance. The point of origin of an earthquake is called focus, which generates a series of elastic waves. Epicenter is a point on the earth's surface that lies directly above the focus. The impact of the earthquake is felt the most at the epicenter. Seismic waves. Earthquakes generate seismic waves. The nature, force, and speed of these seismic waves depend on the nature of the medium through which it passes. Accordingly, there are three major types of waves. Primary are P waves, secondary are S waves, surface waves are L waves. Primary are P waves. P waves are the fastest of all the earthquake waves and the first to reach the epicenter. These waves pass through solids, liquids, and gases either through push or pull with an average velocity of 5.3 km per second to 10.6 km per second. Secondary are S waves. S waves travel only through solids. These crosswise waves shake the ground perpendicular to the direction in which they propagate. The average velocity of these waves is 1 km per second to 8 km per second. Surface waves are L waves. L waves are similar to P waves, but they travel primarily along the ground surface. These waves travel comparatively slower and are the most destructive waves. The average velocity of these waves are 1 km per second to 5 km per second. Tsunami. The word tsunami is a Japanese term meaning harbor waves. A tsunami is a series of waves in a water body caused by the displacement of a large volume of water, generally in an ocean or a large lake. These waves travel at a great speed, more than 500 km per hour, and the length of the waves exceeds 600 km. These waves reach to a height of more than 15 meters near the seashore and are capable of causing destruction along the coastal area. Volcanoes. A volcano is a vent or an opening on the surface of the earth crust through which hard, solid, liquid, and gaseous materials, that is magma, erupt out to the surface from the earth's interior. Magma rises up and ejects on the surface as lava. Volcanoes are also formed when plates move apart. Volcanoes generally have the following major components. They are magma chamber, vent, volcanic cone, crater. Magma chamber, a large pool of liquid rock found beneath the surface of the earth. Vent, an opening serving as an outlet for air, smoke, magma, etc. Volcanic cone, a landform built by the magma ejected from the vent in the shape of a cone. Crater, a bowl-shaped depression found at the top of the volcano through which the magma flows out. Types of volcanoes: active volcano, dormant volcano, extinct volcano. Active volcano. Active volcanoes are those which constantly eject volcanic lava, gases, and fragmented materials. Dormant volcano or sleeping volcano. Volcanoes that do not show any sign of volcanic activity for a long period of time are known as dormant volcanoes. Sometimes there may be a sudden explosion which may cause unbelievable loss to life and property. Extinct or dead volcano. When a volcano permanently stops its volcanic activity, then it is called as extinct or death volcano. Volcanoes can also be classified based on their structure and composition as composite volcano, shield volcano, and volcanic dome. Composite volcano. Composite volcano is a conical volcano built by many layers of hardened lava and volcanic ash. Volcanic dome. A lava dome or volcanic dome is roughly a circular mound formed due to the slow ejection of lava from a volcano. As the lava is rich in silica with intense thickness, it is prevented from flowing far from its vent. Shield volcano. Shield volcanoes are formed by intense viscous lava. These are shallow deposits with gently sloping sides. Hence, the lava flows out in all directions to create a shield. Distribution of earthquakes and volcanoes. Earthquakes are commonly found in thin, narrow belts associated with a plate boundary. Most volcanoes are distributed along the plate boundary. An example of a highly active earthquake zone is the west coast of North America and South America. Occasionally, volcanoes are found in the middle of plates. Example, Hawaii. Effect of volcanoes. Constructive effects. Volcanic materials enrich the soil fertility that promotes agricultural activities. The hot volcanic region helps in generating geothermal energy. Many dormant and active volcanoes are the most attractive tourist spots of the world. Most of the volcanic materials are used as building materials. Destructive effects. Volcanic eruption causes earthquakes, flash floods, mudslide, and rockfall. Lava can travel very far and burn or damage anything in its path. The large amount of dust and ash makes breathing hard. Volcanic eruptions can alter the weather conditions and disturb transport in and around the volcanic region. In this session, we learned about spheres of the earth, internal structure of the earth, rock types and its cycle, internal process of the earth, earthquakes and volcanoes. Thank you.